Capricorn, what I'm about to reveal is urgent. God himself is nudging you, telling you that what I'm sharing right now could determine your path if you act before it's too late. Comment, I'm ready below to claim this moment, and hit the like button to open the doors that are silently waiting for you. The universe has been arranging events in your life, placing signs before you, and now, the time has come to pay attention. Ignoring this could cost more than you realize. You may have felt something shifting inside you recently, a subtle unease that you can't explain. It's not just in your mind, these are divine signals pushing you to notice things you've overlooked. There was a woman named Miriam, a Capricorn like you, who had lived a quiet, ordinary life, feeling invisible and unrecognized. Every day felt repetitive, every effort seemed unnoticed, and she often wondered if her prayers were even heard. Then one day, small coincidences began stacking up. Repeated numbers on receipts, license plates, clocks, 11, 11, 3, 33, 7, 7. She ignored them at first, but they kept appearing, persistent and unmistakable. Each appearance was a gentle tap from the universe, and she didn't realize it yet, but she was standing on the edge of a breakthrough that would redefine her life completely. Consider Joseph in the Bible, a man betrayed by his own brothers, thrown into slavery, and then imprisoned for crimes he did not commit. His path seemed impossible, unjust, and cruel, yet each setback was a careful step toward a moment when he would rise to a position of unimaginable influence. Capricorn, if you feel trapped, unseen, or unappreciated right now, remember that every challenge is positioning you for a rise that you may not yet see. The small nudges, the repeated signs, the subtle messages in your life, they are all laying the path to your breakthrough. Even in history, divine timing shapes extraordinary outcomes. Abraham Lincoln failed multiple elections before finally becoming one of the most revered leaders in history. Imagine if he had stopped after the first or second failure, the world would have been different. Capricorn, your persistence, your faith, your silent efforts are being noticed by forces beyond your understanding. You are in a season of preparation, a time of alignment, and every small inconvenience is a signal that your breakthrough is closer than you think. Look at celebrities who faced relentless setbacks before embracing their true potential. Oprah Winfrey was rejected from television roles, told she was unfit for broadcasting, and yet she persisted. Every rejection, every obstacle, every no she encountered was orchestrating the path toward the empire she now holds. Capricorn, your life is mirroring this pattern. The doors that are closing, the opportunities that seem to slip away, are all part of the divine orchestration, moving you closer to the moment when your value will be recognized. The universe communicates in whispers, not shouts. A sudden message from a friend, a chance encounter with a stranger, a dream that feels too real to ignore, these are breadcrumbs leading you to your destiny. David, a Capricorn like you, was working an ordinary job for years, feeling unnoticed and unrecognized. One evening, exhausted and ready to give up, he received a casual message from someone he had barely spoken to. That single message led to an opportunity that transformed his career completely. Capricorn, your breakthrough may be hidden in moments that seem ordinary, and your ability to notice these signs is the key to unlocking them. Look to the Bible again. Hannah prayed desperately for a child for years, yet her prayers seemed unanswered. Her persistence, faith, and unwavering attention to divine timing led to the birth of Samuel, a child who would change the course of Israel. Capricorn, what you perceive as waiting, as delays, as unanswered prayers, is the silent preparation for the divine alignment of your life. The universe is moving around you, unseen, preparing for your moment. Even in nature, the signs are present. Birds appearing at exact moments, ants moving in formations that seem orchestrated, sudden changes in weather. These are not coincidences. They are the quiet messages of divine timing. Miriam noticed these patterns in her own life, and when she began to respond, doors began opening. Your ability to see and respond to these patterns will define the trajectory of your next chapter. Modern stories illustrate this principle as well. There was a Capricorn musician struggling for recognition, facing rejection after rejection. She almost gave up, but a chance meeting with a producer she barely knew changed her life. That one encounter launched her into fame and success she had only dreamed of. Capricorn, your small decisions, the times you act on instinct, and the moments when you notice the subtle signs are directly connected to the life-changing opportunities heading toward you. Think about Jonah, who tried to run from his destiny only to find himself inside the belly of the whale. Even in extreme circumstances, divine orchestration was at work, getting him to fulfill his purpose. Capricorn, the resistance, frustration, and pressure you feel now are signs that you are on the brink of transformation. The obstacles, the delays, the moments that feel impossible are all part of your preparation. Historical events echo this truth. Rosa Parks sitting quietly on that bus ignited a movement that changed a nation. Alexander the Great, guided by mentors and precise encounters, conquered lands far beyond ordinary expectation. Each decisive moment in history was preceded by alignment, preparation, and the quiet orchestration of forces unseen. Capricorn, your current life is no different. The unseen hands around you are arranging circumstances that will reveal your true potential. There are signs in your relationships too. People appearing, disappearing, or acting strangely are often messengers in your life story. Some are warnings, some are opportunities, and some are catalysts for the next stage of your destiny. Pay attention. Every interaction now has weight, and how you respond could shape the next chapter of your life. Timing is everything. Abraham waited decades for God's promises. Joseph endured betrayal, slavery, and imprisonment. Oprah persisted through rejection and doubt. Each story points to one truth: the invisible alignment of your life is critical. Capricorn, your patience, your faith, and your attentiveness are building toward a moment that will feel almost impossible when it arrives. The smallest choices carry enormous weight. Miriam attending an event she almost skipped led to a career-defining opportunity. David taking a walk he almost avoided introduced him to the person who would change his path. Every small decision, every action taken in alignment with divine guidance can be the spark that ignites your transformation. Even the mundane can be prophetic. A song on the radio, a name mentioned repeatedly, a dream that lingers, these are signals. Recognize them, respond to them, and watch how they lead you closer to your breakthrough. The universe is moving invisibly, Capricorn, and your attention to the small details determines how fast you move toward your destiny. The invisible forces around you are not abstract. They are active, shaping your life in ways you cannot yet measure. The pressure you feel, the anxiety, the frustration are all part of the alignment preparing you for your leap. Resistance often precedes the revelation. The unseen architecture of your life is converging quietly, Capricorn, orchestrating the moment when everything changes. Look to modern examples for inspiration. Samuel's casual walk, Clara noticing an overlooked opportunity, Miriam following the signs. Each story demonstrates that life-changing moments often hide in the ordinary, waiting for attention, awareness, and courage. Capricorn, what seems trivial now could be the very key to your future. Faith is your magnet. Your persistence, your unseen labor, and your willingness to notice what others ignore draw the breakthrough toward you. Even when overlooked, undervalued, or delayed, your alignment is building. The universe is quietly preparing a moment that could shift everything you know about your life, your destiny, and your purpose. Numbers, messages, coincidences, encounters, they are not random. They are nudges, warnings, and invitations to act in alignment with your identity. Those who notice and respond see doors opening. Those who ignore remain stagnant. Capricorn, your responsiveness now is critical. Engage with the signs, act with faith, and prepare for the alignment that has been quietly forming around you. Historical patterns reinforce this. Rosa Parks, Alexander the Great, Winston Churchill, each reached a critical point when the unseen forces aligned perfectly. Your current life mirrors this rhythm. The challenges, delays, and subtle signs are orchestrating your next breakthrough. Your attention and courage are required to seize it. Even in relationships, subtle encounters can define your trajectory. People entering and leaving at specific moments are often part of the divine orchestration. Some bring warnings, some bring opportunities, some catalyze life-changing moments. The timing is precise, Capricorn, and your engagement with these moments will determine the shape of your next chapter. The courage to act in small, seemingly insignificant moments can lead to monumental results. Miriam attending a meeting she almost skipped, Samuel walking a path he almost avoided. The ripple effects of these actions are immense. Capricorn, the nudges you feel now are invitations to leap in alignment with the divine orchestration shaping your destiny. Nature carries messages too. Birds appearing unexpectedly, sudden weather changes, unusual patterns in daily life, all are signals. Recognize them, align with them, and navigate life with awareness rather than reaction. Capricorn, the ability to notice these messages is directly tied to your ability to access your breakthrough. Timing, patience, and discernment are everything. Divine orchestration rarely reveals the entire plan at once. Whispers, nudges, delays, they are all preparation. Every obstacle, every small success, every failure is a step toward the moment when alignment becomes visible. Capricorn, the coincidences you've ignored could have been life-altering signals awaiting your awareness. Samuel, Clara, Miriam, and countless others illustrate the principle: ordinary moments often conceal extraordinary opportunities. Your awareness and courage in these moments will define the next chapter. Invisible forces are real. They push, guide, and redirect. The resistance you feel is a precursor to transformation. History reminds us that unseen forces shape outcomes. Alexander's mentorship, Rosa Parks' courage, Churchill's timing, all orchestrated beyond human understanding. Capricorn, your circumstances are no different. The stage is being set silently for your pivotal moment. Faith draws the invisible toward you. Being overlooked or undervalued is preparation. The labor of persistence, the unseen work, is the foundation for your breakthrough. Signs, whispers, nudges, they are consistent. Your leap of faith, your courage, your attentiveness are required. Even now, the person, message, or opportunity that will redefine your life is closer than you think. The forces around you are converging. Timing is precise. Your leap of faith is imminent. Just beyond your current vision, something extraordinary waits. A person, a message, an opportunity so perfectly timed that when it arrives, it will feel like the universe itself has spoken directly into your life. Capricorn, the moment is closer than you imagine. The unseen alignment is nearly complete. Your readiness, your courage, your faith, everything is required in the moments to come. Capricorn, the signs you've been seeing, the whispers you've been feeling, and the persistent nudges you've been ignoring, they are all pointing to one thing. Your ID, your true essence, is being revealed, and you cannot afford to overlook it. Comment "I'm awake" below to acknowledge this moment, and like this video to align with the forces quietly orchestrating your breakthrough. Every encounter, every coincidence, every subtle message around you right now is carefully arranged to shift your life in a way that may feel impossible until it happens. Think about David, a Capricorn who had spent years unnoticed, underappreciated, and stuck in a cycle of mediocrity. Every day felt heavier than the last, yet he persisted in silence. One afternoon, a stranger approached him with a question that seemed simple but carried weight beyond measure. "Do you know who you really are?" That single question sparked a chain of events that would alter his career, his relationships, and his understanding of himself forever. Capricorn, the universe often asks the right question at the right time, and the way you respond determines your destiny. Consider the story of Joseph again, the man who was betrayed by his brothers, sold into slavery, and thrown into prison for crimes he did not commit. His life seemed ruined, yet every setback was a precise step toward the moment when he would rise above everything and everyone who had wronged him. Capricorn, your challenges, your delays, and even your moments of despair are part of a pattern designed to prepare you for a rise that only divine timing could engineer. Even celebrities face moments of hidden preparation. Lady Gaga struggled for years in New York, performing in small clubs, rejected by labels, misunderstood by friends, and yet she persisted. Her authenticity, her ability to notice the subtle signs of opportunity, led her to a career that changed the world of music. Capricorn. The doors you feel closed right now, the moments you feel unseen, are actually the scaffolding of your breakthrough, waiting for your attention to activate them. Look at historical figures like Winston Churchill, rejected, criticized, and often ignored before the world needed him most. Every political defeat, every personal trial, Every whispered doubt positioned him for a moment when his leadership would save a nation. Capricorn, your persistence, patience, and awareness now are preparing you for the alignment of your life, even if it doesn't feel like it yet. Nature itself communicates subtle messages. Capricorn, a sudden flock of birds, ants moving unusually, unexpected storms, they are all reminders that the world around you mirrors the unseen forces shaping your life. Miriam, a Capricorn who had lived a quiet and unremarkable life, began noticing these signs. She followed them, hesitated, questioned them, but eventually acted, and the life she had dreamed of began to unfold in ways she never imagined. Capricorn, the universe often speaks through the ordinary, the overlooked, and the subtle. Even modern life demonstrates the power of noticing alignment. Samuel, a young Capricorn, had been struggling in a job that offered no growth. One morning, he accepted an invitation he almost declined, a gathering that seemed trivial. There, he met a mentor who saw his potential and opened doors that changed everything: career, wealth, and his sense of purpose. Capricorn, ordinary decisions, taken at the right moment, often lead to extraordinary outcomes. Biblical stories reinforce this principle. Hannah's persistent prayer for a child seemed unanswered for years. Yet her faith, vigilance, and responsiveness to divine timing birthed Samuel, a prophet whose life would reshape the destiny of Israel. Capricorn, the waiting, the delays, and the unanswered prayers in your life are forming the foundation for the breakthroughs coming your way. Every small choice you make now matters. David's message from a stranger, Samuel's decision to attend a seemingly trivial gathering, Miriam's recognition of subtle signs. These moments, insignificant on the surface, became the turning points of their lives. Capricorn, the very signs you are noticing now, if acted upon, will determine the trajectory of your next chapter. Even celebrities like Keanu Reeves illustrate this truth. Despite heartbreak, loss, and setbacks, he continued to show up, believe, and trust in the unseen forces around him. His breakthrough was not sudden. It was built upon years of unnoticed persistence, resilience, and alignment. Capricorn, your current struggles are not punishments. They are the invisible hands shaping your preparation for a life you have yet to fully imagine. Timing is everything. Thomas Edison failed thousands of times before creating the light bulb, yet every failure was essential. Every rejection, every struggle, every moment that seemed wasted was the alignment of preparation and opportunity. Capricorn, the universe measures your persistence, your readiness, and your faith. What may feel like stagnation is actually the stage for a precise moment of revelation and opportunity. Signs are everywhere around you. Numbers, messages, repeated encounters, dreams, these are breadcrumbs leading you to your breakthrough. Miriam noticed them, David acted on them, Samuel responded, and their lives changed dramatically. Capricorn, your ability to notice and act on these signs is directly tied to the speed and scale of your transformation. Even history shows how ordinary events shape extraordinary outcomes. Rosa Parks' simple refusal changed a nation. Alexander the Great's encounters with mentors shaped his conquest of vast lands. Churchill's quiet preparations led to the leadership that saved a country. Capricorn, your life is following a similar hidden pattern. The unseen forces are arranging circumstances, people, and events that will define your next chapter. Relationships are part of this alignment too. People entering and leaving your life at specific moments are messengers. Some carry warnings, some opportunities, and some catalyze life-altering change. Pay attention to who is around you now and how they affect you. Every encounter is purposeful, every interaction meaningful. Capricorn, your awareness and discernment now can unlock doors that have been silently waiting for you. The courage to act on seemingly insignificant moments leads to monumental change. Miriam attending a meeting she almost skipped, Samuel walking a path he almost ignored, David responding to a message he almost deleted. Each of these actions catalyzed life-changing opportunities. Capricorn, the nudges you feel now are calling you to engage, to act, and to align with the forces shaping your destiny. Nature speaks to the vigilant. Birds in flight, sudden storms, unusual patterns, they are all messages. The ability to recognize and respond to these messages aligns you with the forces guiding your life. Capricorn, ignoring them leaves potential untapped, but acting on them positions you for alignment and breakthrough. Even small choices carry enormous weight. Abraham waited decades for his promises. Joseph endured betrayal and imprisonment. Oprah persisted despite repeated rejection. Each story illustrates that unseen alignment, preparation, and responsiveness are essential for achieving destiny. Capricorn, your attention to the details now determines how fast you access your breakthrough. The invisible forces shaping your life are real, Capricorn. Pressure, anxiety, and frustration are indicators that a shift is near. Resistance often signals that your transformation is imminent. The unseen architecture of your life is converging quietly, arranging people, events, and circumstances to deliver a moment that will feel almost impossible until it happens. Look to the modern examples again. Samuel's walk, Miriam's recognition, Clara's persistence. Each demonstrates that ordinary moments conceal extraordinary opportunity. Capricorn, what seems trivial now could be the catalyst for the life-changing events approaching. Faith is the magnet that draws the invisible toward you. Your persistence, unnoticed efforts, and responsiveness are shaping your breakthrough. Even when overlooked, undervalued, or delayed, your alignment is moving forward. The universe is preparing a moment that could redefine your life completely. Numbers, coincidences, messages, and encounters are not random. They are signs, nudges, and invitations to act in harmony with your true path. Those who notice and respond see doors opening. Those who ignore them remain stagnant. Capricorn, your responsiveness now is essential. Comment below if you've seen repeated signs and are ready to act. The universe responds to acknowledgement and alignment. Even historical figures demonstrate the power of unseen forces. Alexander, Rosa Parks, and Churchill all reached pivotal points when the alignment around them was perfect. Capricorn, your life is no different. Challenges, delays, and subtle signs are orchestrating the moment when your identity and purpose will be fully revealed. Relationships carry divine timing too. The people who enter or exit your life now are messengers. Some bring opportunities, some warnings, some act as catalysts for the breakthroughs coming. Capricorn, awareness and attentiveness now will determine how you engage with these life-altering forces. The courage to act in small moments leads to monumental results. Miriam attending a meeting she almost skipped. Samuel walking a path he almost ignored. Each action was a turning point. Capricorn, the nudges you feel now are invitations to align, to act, and to prepare for the moment when your destiny unfolds. Nature continues to provide messages. Birds, weather patterns, unusual occurrences, all serve as signs. Recognizing these signs allows you to navigate life with awareness and alignment. Capricorn, your attention now is directly tied to your ability to access your breakthrough. Timing, patience, and discernment are everything. Divine orchestration rarely reveals the full plan at once. Whispers, nudges, and delays are all preparation. Every obstacle, success, and failure is shaping the moment when alignment becomes visible. Capricorn, the coincidences you've ignored may have been life-altering signals awaiting your awareness. Samuel, Clara, Miriam, and countless others show that ordinary moments conceal extraordinary opportunities. Your awareness and courage in these moments will define the next chapter of your life. Invisible forces are real. They push, guide, and redirect. The resistance you feel is a precursor to transformation. History reminds us, Alexander's mentorship, Rosa Parks' courage, Churchill's timing, each pivotal moment was preceded by unseen alignment. Capricorn, your life is no different. The stage is being set silently for your decisive moment. Faith draws the invisible toward you. Feeling overlooked or undervalued is preparation. The labor of persistence, the unseen work, is the foundation for your breakthrough. Signs, whispers, nudges, they are consistent. Your leap of faith, courage, and attentiveness are required. Even now, the person, message, or opportunity that will redefine your life is closer than you imagine. The forces around you are converging. Timing is precise. Your leap of faith is imminent. Just beyond your current vision, something extraordinary waits. A person, a message, an opportunity so perfectly timed that when it arrives, it will feel as if the universe itself has spoken directly into your life. Capricorn, the moment is closer than you think. The unseen alignment is almost complete. Your breakthrough, your revelation, and your destiny are quietly moving toward you in ways you cannot yet fully perceive. Capricorn, what I'm about to reveal will touch the deepest parts of your spirit and awaken the truth you've been silently waiting for. If you are seeing this message, if your heart is beating faster, it is no coincidence. Comment, "I'm ready" below to claim this moment, like the video to activate the energy waiting for you, and prepare yourself, because the next few minutes may shift everything you thought you knew about your life, your purpose, and your destiny. Your ID, the essence of who you truly are, has been hidden under layers of expectations, fear, and the influence of others. Yet for months or maybe years, the universe has been trying to tell you something important. Look back over the last 12 months of your life. Think about the moments that seemed insignificant, the meetings you almost skipped, the messages you didn't respond to. Each of those moments was a thread, Capricorn, a tiny stitch in the tapestry of your coming revelation. There was a man named Elijah, a Capricorn, who almost ignored a casual invitation to a coffee meeting. That single decision connected him with a mentor who completely shifted his career path. What seems ordinary is often the doorway to extraordinary. Even in history, timing and readiness are everything. Abraham waited decades for his promised child, enduring ridicule, doubt, and disappointment. Joseph spent years in the pit and the prison before rising to become the savior of his people. Consider the patience, Capricorn, that these figures had to cultivate, a patience you are cultivating now, whether you realize it or not. Every tear, every sleepless night, every time you felt ignored or invisible has been a preparation for a moment so precise, so life-altering, that when it comes, you will feel the hand of divine orchestration. Think about celebrities who endured long seasons of invisibility before the world could see their true power. Oprah Winfrey faced repeated rejection, setbacks, and even public humiliation before stepping into her place as one of the most influential voices of our time. Her patience, her willingness to recognize subtle signs, and her ability to seize moments others overlooked changed her destiny. Capricorn, your patience and attention to the small, often invisible details in your own life are preparing the path for a breakthrough you cannot yet see. There are messages in the ordinary world that most people overlook. Birds in unusual flight patterns, ants forming strange lines, numbers repeating with unusual frequency. Miriam, a Capricorn woman, had ignored these signs for years until she finally began to notice. Once she paid attention, her life began to change in ways she couldn't have imagined. Opportunities, connections, and revelations that had seemed impossible suddenly appeared, all triggered by her awareness and action. Capricorn, the universe is speaking to you too, through signs, coincidences, dreams, and encounters. Your ability to notice these is the bridge between where you are now and the life you are destined for. Real-life stories reinforce this truth. Samuel, a young Capricorn, had been stuck in a job that felt meaningless. One afternoon, he attended a seminar he almost ignored. There, he met someone who would become the key to unlocking his financial breakthrough. The meeting seemed casual at first, yet it was orchestrated with perfect precision. Every seemingly small decision, every choice to step forward when it feels uncertain, is aligned with forces preparing to shift your life dramatically. Even biblical figures teach the power of timing and attentiveness. Hannah prayed in silence, and though it seemed her prayers went unheard, her persistence and faith birthed Samuel, a prophet who would change the course of Israel. Capricorn, your persistence, your quiet labor, and your moments of faith are shaping the foundation for a revelation that will feel impossible until it occurs. History demonstrates this principle on a grand scale. Rosa Parks' refusal to give up her seat, Alexander the Great's encounter with his mentors, and Winston Churchill's patient preparation each illustrate the transformative power of timing, awareness, and courage. Your life is being prepared in a similar way, Capricorn. The people, events, and opportunities around you are being arranged to reveal your true identity and power at exactly the right moment. Consider modern stories too. A Capricorn musician struggling for recognition faced repeated rejection before a chance encounter with a producer changed everything. A young entrepreneur almost ignored a casual networking event, only to meet the person who would transform her career. The key in each of these stories is the same: awareness and action at the right moment. Capricorn, your readiness to notice, respond, and act on subtle signs will unlock doors that have been waiting for you silently. Faith is your magnet. Even when ignored, undervalued, or delayed, your persistence and unseen efforts draw the breakthrough toward you. Every small decision you make, every act of courage, and every time you follow a subtle prompt is a step toward alignment with your true destiny. Capricorn, the universe is waiting for your acknowledgement and engagement. Respond, and the forces moving on your behalf will accelerate. Timing is everything. Thomas Edison failed thousands of times before creating the light bulb. Each failure prepared him for the one success that illuminated the world. Keanu Reeves endured heartbreak, loss, and setbacks, yet his persistence and attention to unseen opportunities brought him into alignment with life-changing roles and experiences. Capricorn, your current struggles are not punishments. They are invisible preparations for a revelation that will reshape everything you know. Even in relationships, timing and awareness matter. People entering and exiting your life now are not random. Some bring warnings, some opportunities, and some are catalysts for life-altering transformation. Pay attention. Every interaction holds a hidden significance. Those who are alert will see the signs and act at the right moment. Even in relationships, timing and awareness matter. People entering and exiting your life now are not random. Some bring warnings, some opportunities, and some are catalysts for life-altering transformation. Pay attention. Every interaction holds a hidden significance. Those who are alert will see the signs and act at the right moment. Those who do not may miss the opportunity that has been quietly moving toward them for months, even years. The courage to act in small moments leads to monumental results. Miriam attending a meeting she almost skipped, Samuel walking a path he almost ignored, David responding to a seemingly trivial message. Each small act became a catalyst for enormous change. Capricorn, the nudges you feel now, no matter how subtle, are invitations to align, to act, and to step into your breakthrough. Even nature speaks to those who are attentive. Birds, weather patterns, unusual occurrences, they are all subtle prompts. Ignoring them can delay progress, but recognizing and acting on them positions you for alignment and transformation. Capricorn, your awareness now is directly tied to your ability to access the life-changing moments approaching you. Ordinary moments carry extraordinary potential. Abraham waited decades for the promises of God. Joseph endured betrayal, slavery, and imprisonment. Oprah persisted despite repeated rejection. Each demonstrates that unseen alignment, preparation, and responsiveness are essential to accessing destiny. Capricorn, your attention to the details now will define how swiftly and fully you receive your breakthrough. Invisible forces are shaping your life in ways you cannot yet measure. Pressure, anxiety, frustration, they are indicators that a shift is imminent. Resistance often precedes revelation. The unseen architecture of your life is converging quietly, arranging people, events, and circumstances to deliver a moment that will feel impossible until it happens. Modern examples illustrate this principle. Samuel's walk, Miriam's awareness, Clara's patience, ordinary moments concealed extraordinary opportunity. Capricorn, what seems trivial now could be the spark that ignites the life-changing events waiting for you. Faith draws the invisible toward you. Feeling overlooked or undervalued is preparation. Your unseen efforts and persistence are laying the groundwork for a transformation. The universe is quietly preparing a moment that could redefine your life completely. Numbers, coincidences, messages, and encounters are not random. They are signals, nudges, and invitations to act in alignment with your true path. Those who notice and respond will find doors opening. Those who ignore will remain stagnant. Capricorn, your responsiveness now is critical. Comment below if you've seen repeated signs and are ready to act. The universe responds to acknowledgement and alignment. Even historical figures relied on invisible forces. Alexander, Rosa Parks, and Churchill all reached pivotal moments when alignment was perfect. Capricorn, your life is no different. Challenges, delays, and subtle signs are orchestrating the moment when your identity and purpose will be fully revealed. Relationships are divinely timed too. People entering or exiting your life now are messengers. Some bring opportunities, some warnings, and some catalyze life-altering breakthroughs. Awareness and attentiveness now will determine how you engage with these forces. The courage to act in small moments leads to monumental change. Miriam attending a meeting she almost skipped, Samuel walking a path he almost ignored. Each action was transformative. Capricorn, the nudges you feel now are invitations to align, act, and prepare for the revelation that is approaching. Nature continues to provide messages. Birds, weather patterns, and unusual occurrences are signs. Recognizing them allows navigation with awareness and alignment. Capricorn, your attention now is directly tied to your ability to access the breakthrough coming toward you. Timing, patience, and discernment are everything. Divine orchestration rarely reveals the full plan at once. Whispers, nudges, and delays are preparation. Every obstacle, success, and failure shapes the moment when alignment becomes visible. Capricorn, the coincidences you've ignored may have been life-altering signals awaiting your awareness. Samuel, Clara, Miriam, and countless others show that ordinary moments conceal extraordinary opportunities. Your awareness and courage now will define the next chapter of your life. Invisible forces are real, they push, guide, and redirect. Resistance is a precursor to transformation. History reminds us, Alexander's mentorship, Rosa Parks' courage, Churchill's timing, each pivotal moment was preceded by unseen alignment. Capricorn, your life is no different. The stage is set silently for your decisive moment. Faith draws the invisible toward you. Feeling overlooked or undervalued is preparation. Persistence and unseen labor lay the foundation for your breakthrough. Signs, whispers, nudges, they are consistent. Your leap of faith, courage, and attentiveness are required. Even now, the person, message, or opportunity that will redefine your life is closer than you imagine. Forces are converging, timing is precise, your leap of faith is imminent. Just beyond your vision, something extraordinary waits. A person, a message, an opportunity so perfectly timed that when it arrives, it will feel as if the universe itself has spoken directly into your life. Capricorn, the moment is nearer than you imagine. The unseen alignment is almost complete. Your breakthrough, your revelation, and your destiny are quietly moving toward you in ways you cannot yet fully perceive.